Liston Diario presents the editorial from the director.
Editorial of Monday, October 7, 2024. The reform on different stoves. The National Congress enters today a stage of profound impact for the future of the country by beginning the debate of a set of structural reforms that will mark the course of the state. This process not only involves modifications to the Constitution, but also to labor laws, social security, and the tax regime, among other crucial areas for national life. We are facing an unprecedented task for our legislators, who will surely delay the approval of the national budget until they have the key pieces of the tax reform. Modifying the Constitution and adapting the regulatory framework of sectors so vital to the well-being of citizens forces Congress to turn on several stoves simultaneously. This indicates that from today it will face an agenda that will be dominated by these projects whose approval the government urges. Each of these reforms has profound implications, and what is decided in one area will necessarily influence the others, which requires a systemic and careful reflection of each step. However, the obvious risk that is looming in this process is the lack of a broad social consensus before the reforms are approved. Although the government has a majority in Congress and its legislators have received clear instructions to vote without modifying the projects, it is foreseeable that this force will be used to rush their approval. A reform that touches essential pillars of the state cannot be imposed hastily and without a genuinely democratic debate. The sectors that will be most impacted by these reforms, such as labor, business, and citizens in general, must be heard and have the opportunity to contribute to the final design of the laws. A rushed process not only weakens the legitimacy of the reforms, but also increases the risk of future conflicts and unnecessary adjustments. In this case, it is imperative to open the debate, involve the interested sectors, and seek a balance between the urgency of the reforms and respect for democratic principles. It is essential that the various stoves that are lit in this process do so at a slow heat, cooking each project with the time and dialogue that they deserve, and not at a high heat, which could burn the efforts to build a stronger, fairer, and more equitable state. For Liston Diario, voiceover and translation by Danny Leon.
Liston Diario presented the editorial from the director.